Welcome back for another book review. Today we're talking about this one. So this is the Teen Witch's Guide to Astrology by Xanna. Again, I think that's how you're supposed to say that name. Chown and Marion Williamson. This one. So this book is what the title suggests. It is a teen book, so it's not big font, pretty easy to get through, and it goes through each of the signs. It's got different stuff for each one. It goes a little bit over it, some kind of key concepts like Aries, brave and uncomplicated, spontaneous spender, fast and furious. And then it goes over relationships, and it talks about potential good matches or not for the signs. And then it talks about at work, ideal careers. And then it also shows like people who are in that sign. So like for Aries, you've got Emma Watson, Lady Gaga. Vincent Van Gogh, I know him. Little Nas X. See, look at me being old. I don't actually know who that dude is. But then you have the sign at play, food and drink, and then exercise tips and like exercises that fit that sign better. And then it moves on to the next one. I gave this a 4 out of 5. This is crazy. So I think I'm gonna post these not like right back to back, hopefully. But I read these two back to back, and this one was not helpful. We talked about this earlier. This was scary accurate, and not just for like some of them, like all of them, where it's like, whoa, oh, like because like my Gemini sister, I usually am never like, oh yeah, that's her. It was Aries. Yes. For my cousins that are Aries. For my nieces who are Sagittarius and Capricorn, I'm like, yeah, the signs are, it's starting to make sense. And like, again, even husband, the Leo, I was like, oh, kinda. And like all of them, it's like, oh, this is an accurate one. This is weird. And like, again, not completely. The careers, I was like, I don't think so. Like for mine, I don't think it had anything that I ever would have considered. I don't actually remember, but I don't think it did. Because I feel like, okay, actually, first of all, husbands, his ideal career is none of these. Actor, no. Influencer, no. He's terrified to be on camera. That's why you're probably never gonna meet him, because he's so afraid. I tried at the beginning of our relationship, and he's like, I will be off camera. Like, no. So he's camera shy, and he supports me, but he's happy to be on the other side of that door. And so, no, he's not an influencer. And he's not a fashion designer at all. He's not a circus ringmaster. Some of these I was like, is this like, okay, I didn't actually know that existed anymore. I kind of thought we got past the circus and stuff like 100 years ago, but okay. Cruise ship entertainer, and I'm like, definitely not husband. Opera singer, no. Comedian, no. And cardiologist, and I'm like, that's such a random combo. Like, just all of these, like, gotta talk to people mostly about yourself, and then, or just like a cardiologist. Okay. Which is ironic, because the people that it shows are not, I mean, some of them, you got like Daniel Radcliffe, and then, but also you've got Amelia Earhart, okay, and then Barack Obama, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess technically being the president of the United States counts, I guess, as a entertainer and influencer. But mine, no. All of them, absolutely not, pretty much. So like, nurse, no. Nursery teacher, please God, no. I might have my own children, but that's it. I don't need to babysit everyone else's. I'm ready, like, I'm so, like, I'm sure I'll end up cherishing the time when they're little. I'm excited for them to be like 7+. That's when they get to become like people. Before then, they're just learning how to be alive. and then they can have a personality. And it's like, oh my god, we can have a conversation. You're like a real person, you can respond and like actually have like a full conversation, not like little like actual conversations. And then when they get to be teenagers and they're awkward and you're like, oh, I remember those days. And then they become adults and it's like, oh, you're a person, look at you, you're so cute. Like I'm ready for that stage. I'm not a fan of the little kids. It's just the things you gotta get through. Maybe I'll get used to it. I have my doubts because it sounds horrible. Everyone always complains about it. But no, I don't want to be a nursery teacher. God, no. Trying to train those little monsters? And I want to send mine to Montessori school. So like, they might be better, but who knows? Social worker. No, I don't want to have to deal with people that much. Relationship therapist. I've inadvertently tried that. Just a lot of people come to me for advice on their relationships, and I think it's my Taurus moon comes out because I'm just like, why are you with this person? Just leave. Just why are you doing this? Or why are you such a horrible, awful person? To the Libra, I know. I still hate that guy. You still get those feelings where you're just like, God, you're such a... I still hate him. So I'm not a good relationship therapist because I'm like, you just need to go and be single for the rest of your life. Or just like leave this person. Tell them or don't, but just, yeah, I'm not good on that. How do you feel about it? I'm like, no, you're being an idiot. What are you doing? No. See, this is probably why I don't have friends, because I'm mean. Insurance broker, God no. I've had to deal with insurance in the jobs that I've had in the past. That sucked. Then the only one that I was like, kind of, but like as a hobby, is gardener. I don't want to do other people's gardens. No, I want to do what I want to do, which is just flowers and make it pretty. I don't want some Karen telling me that I'm putting their flowers in the wrong spot or that I trimmed their grass like a ½ inch too short or too long or whatever. I don't care. I just want to do what I want to do. And like trying to grow things like food, it sounds fun. Also a lot of work. Like some of them, you have to go pollinate it yourself with a Q-tip. And it's like, I don't know that I'm up for that. Midwife? Absolutely not. That is not a field I want to be in at all. Because like, I can't do it anyways. I don't need to be around that. Thanks. I'm good. Now, this actually was one that I had considered substantially. This does not really exist. Museum worker. That isn't actually really that much of a job opportunity. In case you didn't know, it's really hard to work there and you get paid like nothing. Chef, you're known as the best cook in the zodiac, and I'm like, I am? Cause like, no, I mean kinda. I do have the ability to like make up recipes on the spot, cause it's like, you smell the ingredients and you can see how they would commingle. But that's, I don't know how other people don't do that. And I usually get ideas from other people and then just run with it. Security guard. No, I choose not to die, thanks. Charity CEO. You think I can run a business? Dude, no. PR consultant. Again, I'm not the most touchy-feely, lovey-dovey person. I'm just gonna tell people to F off. And then we have beauty therapist. Now listen, my fashion is not that great. I've had this shirt for, I don't even know, 8 years. I've had this tank top from Walmart forever. Like, I'm not a fashion consultant. Obviously, like, I'm not a beauty guru. I still break out constantly. I've done the same kind of makeup my whole life. If I could figure out how to get my eyeliner to stop constantly smearing and like running down to the underside of my eyeballs, because like constantly, I'm just like always doing this. I'm just always like, please stop it. Because then you get like this black on your fingers. I don't know if it's gonna pop up, but because the eyeliner just constantly bleeds down. I'm not a beauty person though. I don't care enough. Maybe there's like, that's what the setting spray is for. I'm not that girly. And like, I don't like to do the face masks and contour and foundation. I put on sunblock and sometimes I'll put on oil of Olay because I'm starting to get old and I'm starting to notice wrinkles and I'm not ready to be old. And I also just know how to dye my own hair that I need to do because that's it. But I also learned how to do that from my mom, who actually went to school on how to do hair. So like, I'm not a beauty person. So some of them I'm like, eh. But then like, for me, for exercise, it was like, you should do like gentle exercise. You don't like having to like get sweaty and gross and like, yes, actually. And it's like, you should do walking or yoga or swimming. And I'm like, literally, yeah. Because like, I do enjoy swimming as exercise. It's what they've told me I'm supposed to do my whole life, because the whole bleeding disorder thing. And a lot of times bleeding disorder people, I really haven't had this issue, knock on wood, but like I've only had one joint bleed. That's usually the most common. So they're always like, your exercise should be in water so it's the least likely to cause a problem. I don't have that problem, but like, yes, I would love swimming and I love walking. I hate doing workouts with a burning passion. I don't like it. I'm happy just doing loops in my house, but unfortunately I have to actually lift weights and stuff to get muscle, to be strong. Because again, if I have kids, I want to have the muscle to pick up this little human and not die. And I have that luxury because I don't have to carry it and like lose your health as this human's growing inside of you. Like I just will have the luxury of one day it gets to come home and we're ready to go. And I'm gonna have all of these systems in place because I know that I have to plan ahead so that I don't end up wanting to just have everything go wrong, because I feel like we could handle it with enough routines. Neurodivergent households thrive on routines. If everyone agrees to it, you're golden. Anyways, some of this, scary accurate. Some of it, meh, but like it was the closest that I have found yet. Of course, no conclusion. Why would we have that? And then of course, again, sources. Why would we have that? But at least this one doesn't have text adapted by. Looking at you, Claire Phillip. None of the other books have that. Why do you? Why? Lazy writing is what I say. But anyways, I would love to know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. If you are a beginner to astrology, I think you would like this book. Honestly, it's pretty easy to get an idea of what it is. Again, it's the most accurate I've found yet. So hopefully you will enjoy it. And of course, a huge thank you to my patrons. If you'd like to support me and get access to me ranting about the DNF books for a while, I've got a lot of them. So yeah, we got some DNFs. One day I actually will finish a book, but right now, all of the ones I'm not finishing are living there, and there's a lot. Like I'm editing one right now in between recording, and it's like, oh, at least gonna be like 18 minutes. And yeah, I was ranting about it quite a bit. So anyways, if you want to check it out, patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. If you want to buy my books, they're always linked down below. And of course, thank you for coming along. Hopefully I wasn't too snuffly and out of it. I learned I'm allergic to cheese. Yep. Remember how I was vegan for a long time? Turns out I just proactively needed to do that because I'm allergic to like everything. Meat does not agree with my gut at all. Doesn't matter. I've tried seafood, which is disgusting. By the way, I hate it. I've also tried red meats and like chicken, and just no. It says no. And it's fine because like mentally I'm still just like, ugh. It's like that used to be a living creature, gross. I'd rather it be alive and like go see the chicken like purring in your lap than have it, because they do that, by the way, they purr, and I'd rather have that than it be on my plate for like 5 minutes. It's just not worth it. It's really stupid because you don't need it. Like there's very few people who actually need it, and they usually are like maybe 1% of the population. Like there's not a lot. There's workarounds. And then yeah, now I learned I'm allergic to dairy, so that's fun. Like I literally get allergies, like runny nose, stuffy nose, sneezing, coughing, your lungs are filled with mucus. Pop a Benadryl, it's gone. And it's only when I eat cheese, every single time, and it's progressively getting worse because I used to have my Goodles that contains milk, and now I can't have them. I have to figure out something else, and I've been experimenting with it, and yeah, every single time it's cheese. Tried a vegan pizza, totally fine. Tried cheese bread, normal cheese bread, absolutely not. Sounded like I caught the plague again. So I'm allergic. So I'm sorry if you notice the all the time, because it's just, it used to not bother me, and now it's getting worse. So back to vegan. Can't wait. No more cheese. Back to soy milk. It's really actually not that bad, but just the ingredients get a little expensive when you get the good stuff, but whatever. So anyways, back to vegan, pretty much. Not like hardcore, but like 99% vegan, because I'm allergic to everything. I'm also allergic to pineapple now. Growing old sucks. Why am I suddenly allergic to food? Anyways, because like I loved pineapple and now I can't have it because I eat glass every time. And then you get that itching all throughout and you're like, ooh, I've had that before, that was bad. Because I used to get that from my bleeding disorder meds, and then I had my throat close up. So yeah, when that feeling happened, you're like, yeah, Benadryl. It's the go-to. So anyways, till next time. You can tell I'm feeling like crap because I had cheese. It sucks. Anyways, till next time. See y'all soon.